Welcome back, everybody, to the Bourne Network's Marble Championship Season 7. As we start to near the first half, or the end of the first half of the season, we reach a very interesting event that we saw in the qualifiers, the Hubelino Pursuit. A very twisty, very daunting track for these teams. Hello, everybody. I am Spenny, and I am joined once again by Pesky Bird for this event.
We saw this event in the qualifiers here. Now we're going to see it in the big stage. So all the stops will be pulled out from these teams, and we'll see the truly best runs possible on this course. Swamp Crashers will get the win here in the demonstration run, and we'll see how it stacks up to the rest of the competition. As we go into the first heat with Team Watermelon and the Windbreakers.
A interesting matchup here. Both of these teams tying on points for Season 6, both getting 102, but the Windbreakers taking that third position overall due to the medal tiebreaker. And it looks like the Windbreakers are going to win yet again over Team Watermelon here. Team Watermelon out in the first heat. The Windbreakers, the hosts, started to fall off of the standings a little bit, but this could be the return of mojo that they need to get back on track. Now, Heat 2, the Starlights and the Iron Skies. Talk about rivalries, an even bigger one. The top two from Season 6. How are they going to go? Starlights off to the best start. Iron Skies very close behind. Comes back to even. Starlights. No, maybe Iron Skies, or I'm not sure. Starlights throw it. Iron Skies are going to take the win, just like they did last season.
Yeah, the Starlights got in their own way too much, where the Iron Skies spread out enough to where they didn't have as much contact into the sharper corners, so they will comfortably be advanced by 2/10. Let's go on to Heat 3, the Diving Dolphins and the Honey Badgers. The Honey Badgers not had a great season so far. Can they turn it around here in the final team event of the first half? Diving Dolphins get a terrible start. The Honey Badgers are way out ahead. Can the Diving Dolphins claw it back? They're not even close. And it's going to be an absolute demolishment by the Honey Badgers over the Diving Dolphins. There's so much context is what happened, actually. Diving Dolphins just not coordinated at all. And the rookie beats the veteran team.
Well, I'm not sure I would call the Diving Dolphins veteran, but maybe that's a bit too unfair. Anyway, Team Clarity and the True Blue Crew, two blue teams going at it here. And it's True Blue Crew with the best start. As I say that, Team Clarity start to crawl back. No, True Blue Crew is slowing down, but they hold on to it. And True Blue Crew takes the win in the blue team matchup here. True Blue Crew has had a solid start to the season. Well, they're in the top half, or at least certainly close to it at the moment with that bronze and balancing that they got. And Team Clarity also very consistent. But now we move to the Barry Blasters and the Foresters, a former champion and a former overall podium finisher. This should be a pretty good match.
Barry Blasters get an incredible start, but the Foresters are clawing it back. They are just a step behind. Slow to the anchor length go the Barry Blasters. And I think that's going to be a win for the Foresters. They had a lead. Yeah, it is. The Foresters clawing it back at the end there, hanging tight with the Barry Blasters on the entire course. And they will beat them by a 10th. Now, the Crossfires and the Black Markers. Black Markers get a great start. And the Crossfires now have the lead. Black Markers trying to catch up here. The Crossfires extending that lead here through the final length, and they will dominate from start to flag there.
It has not been a good last few events for the Black Markers. They got 15th in the last event, and that 10.7, that's probably not going to be very high up there in the bottom half this time. Back-to-back rough performances for the Black Markers. Meanwhile, the Crossfires, they have certainly found their mojo in this season. As we go to, what a horrible start there for Team Horizon on the bottom lane. I was just about to say the bottom lane has been cooking a lot in these rounds. Seems like it may be the more dominant lane, but as I say that, the Flaming Cobras prove me wrong, and they will defeat the Season 5 champions in this heat. Of course, a lot of that may have came down to that horrible start for Team Horizon. I'm not sure if they just missed the flag or, well, who knows. Either way, they are out. As we now go to the Ultraviolets and the Wayfinders, our final heat of the Hubelino Pursuit.
And they're off. And again, we see the bottom lane getting bad start, but they're able to catch up quickly, are the Wayfinders here. But they fall back in the third anchor length, and Ultraviolets fall way behind, but they close up, and they will come back and get the win over the Wayfinders. A back and forth match there. The Ultraviolets just hang on in the end. They were strung out incredibly there, but I think because they strung out at that point of the race, they were able to avoid most of the contact, whereas the Wayfinders weren't able to do so, so they were able to just sneak on by. The Wayfinders will fall themselves in 11th, while the Diving Dolphins will get last.
Championship leaders taking best of the rest. A bit of damage control for the Starlights as we move on. Now to the quarterfinals, the Windbreakers and the Iron Skies. A battle of the podium finishers last season. The Iron Skies have proved that they have what it takes to defend their title. Now let's see how it goes. The Windbreakers actually have a pretty good lead. As we get into the bottom of this course, the Iron Skies will have nothing for the Windbreakers. Windbreakers guarantee themselves a top 4, and the fans are very happy with that.
Yeah, a lot of contact at the bottom of the course, and frankly through the entire course of the Iron Skies. The Windbreakers just seem more composed the entire time. Honey Badgers, True Blue Crew here in quarterfinal 2. True Blue Crew, they've been just all right so far, where the Honey Badgers, they really want to get a good performance here. They're really neck and neck so far to the first 2 handoffs, to the third handoff, into the final one. They're all coming out together, and True Blue Crew will sneak by in the end.
Berry Blasters, not Berry Blasters, the Honey Badgers had the advantage for most of that race, but right there, the camera showed that perfectly. Contact between the back 2 Honey Badgers gave the True Blue Crew what they needed. They were spread out enough. They didn't suffer. As we now go to the Foresters and the Crossfires. Let's see how this one goes. It is a good start on the bottom lane for the Crossfires. We've seen a few teams struggle with that. And the Crossfires maintaining a lead over the Foresters. The Foresters not too far behind. They actually take it, but then they lose it around the final bend. And the Crossfires continue their march on the standings. And they will now guarantee themselves the top 4 as they defeat the Foresters by about 2/10.
Foresters, they looked like they were having a comeback there, but they just got disorganized in that final handoff. Now the final quarterfinal, Flaming Cobras and Ultraviolet, Season 2 and Season 4 champions respectively. And how will these 2 Titans do? They're pretty neck and neck so far, and bad contact there for the Flaming Cobras. Can they claw it back? They're getting close, but they can't get there in the end. They had it for a second there, but the Ultraviolets were able to hang tight, and they will advance to the semifinals.
Yeah, similar to that last quarterfinal you saw right in that final bend, the Flaming Cobras just got a little too close to each other, but they will still take 10 points for their troubles. The Honey Badgers will take the best of the non-finalists. Iron Skies and Foresters rounding out the top half, as we now have our top 4. First semifinal will go to the Windbreakers and the True Blue Crew, 2 teams that have shown very good teamwork in this event. So let's see who has the best of it. The Windbreakers off to a good start over True Blue Crew, but we've seen True Blue Crew come back in the bottom of this course. They're not going to do it this time. The Windbreakers, the hosts, will guarantee themselves their first medal of the season, and the fans are ecstatic.
That was pretty much from lights to flag there for the Windbreakers. Not even in question at any part of the course. True Blue Crew just meeting their match here, and they will go to the bronze match. But the Windbreakers will have a chance to get gold medal for their home fans. Now, the Crossfires, the Ultraviolets here. A new team versus one of the oldest teams in the league here. And the Ultraviolets, they will get out to the lead. Experience showing so far. But can the new blood catch up at the end here? It's going to be close at the end, but the Ultraviolets will hang on once again in the final length. And they will advance to the final for a chance of another gold medal.
Look at how even it was going into the final few turns, but the Ultraviolets just found their way around a little bit quicker. Slightly slow times for both of them, but advancement is advancement. And the Crossfires straight back in the blocks for the bronze final against the True Blue Crew. Both of these teams medaled in balancing, and one of them is going to knock the other off the podium here. It's a fantastic start for True Blue Crew. They are an entire team ahead of the Crossfires. Never in question for True Blue Crew. That is a second bronze medal of the season for them. The Crossfires, a little bit upset to miss out on the podium after doing so well in the heats, but 12 points to them still means that they will beat the Starlights here, their championship rivals. But bronze to the True Blue Crew as we go to the gold final.
Windbreakers, Ultraviolets for the gold in the Hubelino Team Pursuit, and it's off to a good start for the Windbreakers. They've had such great start so far this race and in this event here, and they're well out in front, and they're going to cruise to a gold medal in their home stadium for their fans. Windbreakers on top in the Team Pursuit.
Congratulations to the home team. The fans are going wild in the stands. The hosts will not go medalists. They will not go goldless. And boy, are those fans excited to see their home team on the top step of the podium. And that is the Windbreakers' second gold medal of their careers. They only got their very first gold medal at the end of last season. So maybe they've gotten that taste for gold and they want more. They are your winners of the Hubelino Pursuit. Congratulations as well to the Ultraviolets and the True Blue Crew, of course. Crossfires just missing out, but I think because of what happened to the Starlights, they will take the championship lead, maybe? Yes, they do! The Crossfires into the lead over the Starlights. Both of them about 13 points ahead of the Ultraviolets, and then a big gap to the rest of the field. Certainly looking like a 2, maybe 3-horse race for this title so far as we finish the first half of the season. Next up, the elimination race.